Hi, hello. This is a little bit different than the little sew along with me videos I've been doing. It's actually going to be a holiday video since the holidays are coming up, and I wanted to do like a little... I've wanted to do this video forever. I've wanted to do a so your kid wants to cosplay, or like so somebody in your life cosplays and you don't know what to get them, the guide. So I wanted to do like a little like, they pretty cheap. They're gonna be pretty cheap, like beginners set of cosplay things, kind of covering all the bases, like sewing if that's something that they would want to do, makeup, body paint, special effects, a little bit of wig styling, a little bit of... It's just gonna be like a how-to gift well for the cosplayer when you know nothing about cosplay. So hopefully this will help people. My cosplay style is thrifting and then modding and then sewing if I absolutely cannot find stuff to mod into it. I try to recycle stuff as best as I can. That's just a me thing. So I think cosplay on a budget is a really good thing. I'd love to do a video about that down the line someday. My sewing machine, let me grab it. If they absolutely want to start sewing, I would get a good pair of fabric scissors. They don't have to be expensive, they just have to be good, sharp fabric scissors. It will make you feel so much better about your sewing. I used craft scissors on my sewing for years. I felt awful about how I would cut stuff, and I got a new pair of like actual sewing scissors and they were so nice. A couple of patterns from Joann's, whatever. They have cosplay patterns there. I believe they're all by 𝙻𝙸𝙽𝚂. Beautiful, like just little tiny projects to start out. Sewing a shirt or something simple would be like a really good way to start out. I mean there's fabric if you wanted to get like a here's a thing to we will sit down and try to learn it, or here's a thing you can start learning how to sew with. There is cheap fabric on sale at Joann's all the time, at other places, at craft stores, whatever. You could get something just to kind of start out, see if it matches a pattern. I would think that would be really cool starting out. I have a sewing machine. It's fairly cheap. I got it right before the pandemic because the one I had grown up with died. My machine's a little like brother sewing machine. It is a CS6000i. It was like $200. It has lasted me the entire pandemic and it is still going strong, and I recommend it highly. This is what I sew on, and it's cheap, and it's a very good machine to start out on. It has a lot of good stitches. It's very user friendly. I highly recommend it no matter what skill set you have. I just like it. Not spawned by anything in here. I just think it's cool. Speaking of things that I just think are cool, you could just buy pre-made cosplays. They are out on Amazon, there's certain cosplay websites. If you know what the person wants to do, it's kind of nice to just like grab something that you've already known and like gift it like you would clothes. If you wanted to also get something, pin cushions and like pins and measuring tape and art, or like tailor's chalk, all good little starting things. Moving on to makeup. What I would do if somebody had like a baseline nothing, I would get like a good eyeliner, a good foundation, a good beauty blender, or like foundation brush, you know, like the standards. Like if they absolutely have nothing, foundation, powder, like things that are like basic things that you would get if somebody was doing makeup normally. There's not really anything specific I could think of for cosplay that might be like maybe a glitter, maybe a colored mascara. It's not necessarily what everybody uses. I use liquid lipstick in my eyebrows when I color my eyebrows because it dries matte and it stays pretty much well put. So if there's a color maybe that you know that they need, you can always grab that. But if you were doing special effects makeup, if there was somebody in your life who wanted to do body paint, like something special effectsy, it's on Amazon, not spawned again, but the Myron body paint palette is really nice. It's water activated. It has every color imaginable. Mine's a mess, so please ignore that. But it has every color ever in there, and it is really nice, and it is user friendly, which is important. To use that, you would need sponges, just like the little craft sponges, those circles that are yellow that you cut in half, and you just need to dip it in water and you put it on, and it dries like a powder, so it doesn't really, in my experience, smudge as much as a lot of other body paints, and I enjoy it thoroughly. It doesn't feel gross and tacky on the skin like a grease paint or an oil paint or like actual foundation-y style green paint would. So I like that one. A good white if somebody wants foundation. Ben Nye's Clown White is really nice. It's a little bit expensive. Myron has a white stick that is also really good. If somebody was wanting to get into wig styling and you were looking for gifts for the holidays, I would think of like a good pair of scissors, a good brush, a good comb. Got2b hairspray is the be-all end-all hairspray for most cosplayers. It is amazing. If they don't have a steamer and they really want to get into cosplay, some people enjoy crimping it, so like the little crimping razor is like irons. Some people enjoy steaming their wigs. A like little handheld steamer would be nice. It's also good if they go to cons. I bring my little mini steamer to pretty much every con I can because it is easier than ironing. If you want to let them style wigs and you don't want to spend a bunch of money or have them be afraid of ruining an expensive wig, Amazon has some very cheap ones. I think Map of Beauty, again not sponsored, is one of the ones that I enjoy thoroughly. My Jinx wig, my Midnight wig, my Roxanne wig, they're all Map of Beauty wigs and I like them. A wig head, just a styrofoam one and like a little stand, is also really nice. If somebody is starting out and they don't have one and they want to cosplay and they want to style wigs. If somebody is cosplaying and they are somebody who wants to do TikTok videos, if they want to do any sort of videos, photography, whatever, there are some really good lights on Amazon. These ones are LED floodlights, and a ring light that I got 7 years ago, 8 years ago, has done me well personally, and that's how I do most of my photography, most of my YouTube and TikTok videos, and I enjoy it. It's easy, it's relatively cheap, they've lasted me a really long time. It's something that they want to do and they don't have them already, or they just want to elevate something that they've been doing already. If they've cosplayed for a while, if they've made content for a while, I would say that's also a really good gift, and I would look into that for them. If somebody is absolutely, if you don't know and you're just like, I just want to get you a gift card, Joann's, Michael's, Amazon, Ulta, Sephora, any sorts of those things. Hot Topic has some cosplay things hidden amongst their things. If you grab a Hot Topic card, those are places that, like, off the top of my head I can think of that would be really nice to actually like go and get a gift card and be like, here for your cosplay stuff. Other special effects things that I would probably steer clear of if somebody is just starting. Rigid collodion is very dangerous if used improperly. Be careful. I know it looks cool, but if you or the person that you're gifting it to does not do proper research, it can chemically burn you, so be careful. Liquid latex is fine if they don't have a latex allergy. That's something that you have to be careful about. But yeah, I hope that helped. I know it's kind of just like a rambly video of like ideas that I would get for somebody who's just starting out, but I hope that helps if you are in that way, that you are looking on YouTube to try to figure out what your cosplayer kid wants or cosplayer friend wants, or etc, etc, etc. And I hope it helps, and I hope you guys have a happy holiday. If I don't see you before the new year, I wish you a happy new year as well. So